inner child it represents the feelings, the primal feelings, especially the feeling of abandonment, that universal primal abandonment fear that we all have, that sort of loose nerve that's so easily jangled every time we feel slighted or dismissed or uninvited or rejected in any way. All of the feelings and the needs and feelings to be like everybody else, to have what other people have, or to be loved, or to feel secure, or to be admired. Those basic needs, that's the inner child. It's your feelings and needs. Your outer child is the part that acts out your inner child's feelings inappropriately. The outer child breaks your diet and gets attracted to all the wrong people. The outer child sits on the couch and watches the game instead of cleaning out the garage or going to the gym. The outer child is a slave to sort of immediate gratification and knee-jerk reactions. The adult self is the part of us that we need to strengthen. It's the muscle of the adult mind, is the part that we need to make stronger and stronger, because we need the adult self to overrule the outer child's love of immediate gratification, and we need to choose behaviors that will give the inner child, that's the innocent emotional self, what it needs, so that we need to become successful and secure and have a positive love life and feel good about ourselves. And only the adult self can choose those kinds of behaviors that give us that. They just constantly get in our way. We're trying to save money and it decides to go shopping. We're trying to lose weight, and it's trying to eat cake. It's always trying to go the opposite direction of our goals. But yet, this is the part of us that developed very early in life during our terrible twos. It started growing within us. It's rebelling, and asserting its will. Unfortunately, like a 2-year-old and like a 10-year-old and a 12 and 14-year-old, the outer child isn't developed enough to have a sense of other people's needs or even what's in our own best interest on a long-term basis. The ability to make those kinds of choices comes a little bit later as we're getting into our mid-teens and adult years. That's when the adult mind starts to take hold. But meanwhile, unfortunately, we have this part that is primitive and wants what it wants, and it loves pleasure, and it loves to react, and it loves to get even, and it loves to rebel, and it loves to do what it wants to do. And so we have this part, and we sure do wish we didn't. Outer child will sabotage the adult. And the key is to be aware of the trigger points of the day and the more difficult things that you deal with where outer child does gain control. And in those areas, develop a very strong adult self. So that when you know yourself and you know what your own outer child is all about, those are the areas where your adult self has been too weak, and that's where you need the strengthening.